You know the best thing about having a garden?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what it is?
What?
You should know you have a garden.
We have to harvest all fruits, and we have to eat.
Yes, that's correct. One of the best things about having a garden, especially a food forest, is being able to just head out to your yard and not just harvest dinner, which is wonderful, but actually just go foraging and harvest a wide array of different fruits or vegetables and enjoy them right there on the spot. We've got several things that are ripening up, ready to go right now, and we wanted to bring you along as we go about a little backyard food forest forage. Come join us. That's a good spot right where you're at. I wanted to once again showcase these little shrubs over here. Check it out, guys. These beautiful raspberries, and they're delicious. Try one, honey. Have you had one yet?
No, not yet.
This is the first year we're getting berries after 2 years in the ground. 𝓬𝓲𝓭𝓮𝓸.
It's sweet.
Yeah, delicious, right?
Yeah. Wow.
So anyway, these aren't just any raspberry. These are known as shortcake raspberry bushes.
Try it too.
Yeah.
Look at this, see?
Oh,
wow.
Oh, fell off right in your hand.
This one is more sweet.
So we've got raspberry and blackberry shrubs. I've got 4 total, 2 of each. Back over here are the blackberries. They're not ripe yet, but they're also setting nice fruits. So what makes these shrubs so awesome is they only get 2 feet tall. They're thornless, very compact. You can grow them in a container. And if you've ever grown raspberries or blackberries, you know how wild and crazy they can go just taking off. These do have a bit of a spreading habit. They still spread out a bit, but like I said, they're easy to contain. They stay low to the ground. They're thornless. So I recommend you look into these shortcake varieties. Are you foraging too? The dogs love the pond, and they get drinks out of the pond as well. You want some water? Yum, fish pond water.
Let's go to the second step over there.
Okay. All right, so what do we have over here, dear?
Loquat.
Loquats. So you've got the secateurs in your back pocket if you want to just prune off that whole bunch.
I'm ready. Look at this. Try it first before I cut.
Yeah, the loquats have a little bit of a powdery substance on the outside of the skin, just like grapes and plums. That's known as bloom. Just helps to protect the fruit. It's not harmful to eat. Now that is reminiscent of summer, although we're not there yet. Today's May 30th. Wow, look at that, guys. Loquats. We still have some wonderful harvest to come on this tree. Look at these bunches dangling right near the ground here. We'll just cut the whole thing off.
1 bunch for you, 1 bunch for me.
How come your bunch is bigger than mine?
Because it's so sweet.
So this is backyard foraging at its finest. True fast food on demand. Nothing beats fresh picked off the tree.
Juice from the earth.
Yeah. Check out the Honeycrisp apple tree, guys. It's loaded down Clusters and clusters of apples. For still a young tree, it's only about 6 feet tall. We're going to have a nice harvest of apples here. Not ready yet. Alice modeling the hollyhock flower. So beautiful. And then right here on the 𝓥𝓲𝓭𝓮𝓸, we've got a bunch of fava beans. See, these beans inside are delicious, fresh. And the fava beans, because the stalks don't get too woody, they have a tendency to kind of flop over when they develop the pods. So I found putting this cage here over the top is helping to support them, keep them standing up, which is nice. And in a short amount of time, these Armenian cucumbers, I'm going to train over here to run over the top, and we'll have Armenian cucumbers dangling down. So this little 5-foot piece of concrete mesh that I just hooped over the top of the 𝓥𝓲 is turning out to be a pretty cool addition. Here's some of those nasturtiums I planted. Eat your nasturtium flowers, guys. The leaves as well. And give the hollyhock flower a try as well. The leaves and the flowers are delicious. Just make sure there's not a garden buddy inside. Don't want to eat that. Here's one. Not a lot of flavor, but I like the texture actually.
So we can live in the world.
Pomegranates loading up on the tree here. This Valencia orange is still got ripe oranges dangling on. There's even some that are still green. And with that, we've got the next crop developing here, literally hundreds of new fruits developing. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, we've got dinner still to come. These are just some good snacks.
Aye.
Juicy oranges.
Hey.
Yeah, it's ridiculously juicy. Can't peel it without losing a bunch of it. Sticky hands. There is so much taken off now. We recently planted this lemongrass from one of the stalks we pulled out from another mature plant. You can see that one's looking good, ready to get plugged into the landscape. I've been planting lemongrass all throughout the food forest in little blank spots because not only is it a useful herb, makes wonderful tea that you love to make, but it's also a wonderful chop and drop at the end of the season. As you can see here at the base of the 𝓴𝓄𝓃𝓴, I put some of that chop and drop down, and it stays complete as a mulch for a long time. It doesn't break down real quickly like you would think. And we've got all these plants to plug in now. We're going to start plugging these in this evening. We got 3 or 4 different varieties of watermelon here. And these are some eggplant.
I have to plant this tonight.
Yeah, I'll help you with that.
I do.
Yeah. We've got some pickling cucumbers here. We've already been plugging in some of the other varieties of cucumber as well. I'm already feeling satiated from what we've eaten so far. Can't wait for the figs to ripen up here. Remember when there was nothing growing here? No food? And now we've got all this variety. Throughout the landscape, we also have different perennial greens that have developed seed pods. I've been harvesting these from the different plants. I've got a bunch to harvest off of this plant over here. These are ready to go. The goji berries are coming on big time. You can see all these green berries developing here, but we've got plenty that are ripe as well. I'll show you that. These are a wonderful foraging crop in your yard. Delicious. It's amazing, so many of these berries are hanging here and not getting taken by the birds. We got so many birds back here. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. In my experience, if you provide the wild birds with a nice bird bath, some cool water for them to drink from as well, they tend to leave most of your crops alone. I feel like they dig into the fruits a lot of times for the water content. So give that a try. The goji berry leaves are also edible, often used in Asian cuisine for making soup, like a chicken noodle type soup. But I could just hang out over here at the goji shrub for 20-30 minutes harvesting. They're so easy to harvest too. They just strip right off.
Some of them you need to harvest, huh? Because
a lot of people have had dried gojis, but they've never had a fresh goji berry. They are very delicious. Well, that's going to do it for now, everybody. Just want to thank you for joining us as we do a bit of backyard foraging. Hopefully, if anything, it inspired you to grow more food in your yard. So rewarding, adds to your health, and it's great to just get outside in nature and see everything that's growing on.
grow more food and enjoy your garden, everybody.
Take care. We'll be talking to you again soon.